Welcome back to Open Line. Going right to the lines now. I'm going to talk to Jim Learning. Jim, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I am good. You want to talk about Nalcor and Gilbert Bennett?
Yeah, but first I want to do a little thing on the tiger.
the lion, you mean? Cecil the lion.
Right, the lion.
Yes, go ahead.
You know, it's a necessity that we slaughter animals, right, as part of our food, okay?
Yes.
But we don't eat lions. Now,
No.
if you say we shouldn't kill seals either, then what you're saying is we shouldn't kill cows or sheep or anything. So I think that's a bit of an extreme swing.
Yep.
But no, sports hunting, I don't get it.
Yep.
I mean, I have to acquiesce, otherwise you're going to shoot me. But I don't agree with it. Never did, never will.
Yeah, it's as they say, it's a strange, odd thing in my mind too. But all right, good comment on that. So what's on your mind about Nalcor?
Well, we listened to Gilbert Bennett this morning do his spiel, and I know you don't like to hear people trashed, and neither do I like trashing people, but that man has continuously repeated rhetoric that really don't mean a whole lot, like telling us the oversight committee or the engineers, North Spur is brought to engineering standards. You know, what does that mean when you have no foundation? You have 1,000 feet of soft soil all the way down, and you're only dealing with the first, say, 100 feet of it, or even 200 feet of it, as we're seeing with our bridge over there now. That's
there's a bridge. Apart. Yeah, that's right there. I saw that in the news this morning. The bridge. Yeah,
and that's got the same problem going on. I mean, they're down in where they compress the sand. I know that's part of what engineers do, but when you don't have any. Hell, I got away from the North Spur. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But, yeah, the North Spur, it has no bottom, so ergo there's no foundation. Mm-hmm. So you're building a foundation from the top down. How in the world does that work ultimately? And all of that aside, it's just insulting because 83% of our people in the survey said no to the project, okay? And the Newfoundland people said, yep, we want it. So you get it. No matter what you're going to do to us now, no matter what you're doing to our environment, we're going to get that burn on that part. Now, the island people, of course, are going to get skinned on the taxes and the rates. They are, because how can you build something for, sell something for 23 cents that you cost 23 cents to build and 4 cents to sell? That's just not going to work. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah.
So
that's
the 83% you're talking Goose Bay or all of Labrador?
All of Labrador.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was totally set aside. And then add insult to injury on all of this miserable thing that Dunnerdale said, doesn't Quebec know we own that up there? I mean, come on. What are you saying? We're indentured, for goodness sake, and you expect us to take this crap? Well, few of us just can't take it. The rest, of course, well, they've got their lives to get on with. They're not going to get in this fight. That 8-5 means more to them than this kind of a fight.
What about Gull, Jim? What's your reaction to that announcement of last week that they're going to move? Well, they're going to begin discussions of some sort with Ontario. I guess that's the easiest way to synthesize the announcement.
Yeah, again, you're building, they want 500 megawatts of power, and you're going to get 2,300 at that price, and unless you give it to Quebec or sell it to Quebec and the New England market, again, at a loss, it's still 4 cents, and it's going to be even more expensive. Like Tom Adams and the other person said, it's a dead duck. It's not even going to go.
Yeah, it's... We'll see what comes of it. I mean, Ontario are searching around for power, but without Quebec will, somebody's got to find a way to break that nut or crack that nut in Quebec, I think, eventually, or it's going to be tougher to make it all happen. But all right.
Yeah, let me tell you something real quick about the Quebec system and our own system, Newfoundland and Labrador, is that, and the whole of North America, this whole capitalistic system has gotten into the habit of building things and sticking the public for it. It's a system now that's so bent crooked and bent out of shape that it almost appears normal. Like legislating this project seemed like, okay, that's what you do, and then we follow the legislation. But the legislation can be as bad as it can be. It is bad.
Totally entitled to your opinion, obviously, but when you use... I mean, people throw the word corruption around like it's, air.
It's the system now. It's not just corruption, it's the system.
I know, but the suggestion is always there. Does that not diminish your argument, though, because people just don't buy it, or do you...
Well, they're not buying it. They're not looking at it. I mean, you read Free Lunch, for goodness sake. The Johnson wrote about the United States in that situation. Con Ed and all those big dudes, They just absolutely depend on the taxpayer for their profit. They depend on the state to give them the the money because they're going to create the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, no, our whole system is crooked. You can argue till the cows come home that it isn't, but I say it is because we've come to accept this now as the norm. Like Brook is norm. You know?
I don't think the system's perfect, but I don't know if I wouldn't go as far to call it corrupt. But I appreciate your time today, Jim. Thank you. Always good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.